Hello. So today is day 20 since we've been in Madrid. And so, yeah, things are going pretty well. We're settling in. We're getting into our routines. This was our first week of school. And I thought I would just answer a few questions that I've gotten here and there about some things that you guys might be curious about. So one of the questions that a lot of people ask is why I came to Spain. And I have been strangely connected to Spain for a few years now. The first time I came to Madrid was in 2005 to visit some friends from St. John's College who were from Madrid. And I really fell in love with the city at the time. I wasn't really doing a lot of touristy stuff. I barely even came to central Madrid because we were just partying, honestly, kind of in like the suburbs. So I really got to see the city in 2013 when I came here with a training program through EF Tours, which, as some of you know, I've been leading tours for about 6 to 7 years now with young people from the United States in Spain and all over Europe. And Spain has just always gotten my attention, Madrid in particular. I've always been curious about living in Madrid, and I just feel like it feels like a very livable city. It always has. So I was, when I decided that I wanted to come live here, honestly, I decided that I wanted to live here before I had a program in mind or anything. So really getting my degree was kind of like a pretense or a pretext for coming here and having a visa. So I found a program that I wanted to do. As a lot of you know, I work in marketing and publicity with authors and nonprofits in the U.S. I'm a partner in a business that I do mostly online, although I do have a lot of local Santa Fe, New Mexico clients. And anyway, I found a program that would allow me to validate some of my work, but also do like a master's in digital marketing simultaneously. So that's what I'm up to, and my partner in crime, Joe, aka Joe the Bike Guy, as you guys know him, is doing a TEFL program to teach English as a foreign language here. So he's actually doing homework intensely over there by our new IKEA mattress that we haven't set up. So he is doing an intensive program to teach English here in Spain, or all over the world, really. So both of our programs allow us to be in Spain for 1 year as students, and we can also work part-time if we want to. And we can actually renew those visas if we would like as well. If we decide to continue our studies, or, things shift and change, we could potentially stay here longer. So for now, we'll be here for a year and see how that goes. The visa process is strenuous. I think anytime that you go to another country to install yourself as a member of society legally, it's very complicated. We had to go to the consulate in Houston, which was like our designated consulate in New Mexico. And that was like a whole journey. And so we got through all of that, and now here we are. Another question that people have asked is, how did we find our apartment? Well, we got really lucky. So we had heard that the market here was pretty difficult in terms of finding a place to live, especially one that is, affordable, in a good location, and, ready to move in, something that you could grab being abroad. So what I did actually is just maybe a couple months before we came over here, I started putting our information up on Facebook groups and just saying, that we were a couple, that we were coming to Spain to study for a year or so. And, I told them a little bit about us and that we wanted an apartment, what we were looking for in an apartment, a price range, etc. And lo and behold, I got really lucky. A friend of a friend, so a friend of friends, I guess, found us, actually a flamenco dancer. Some of you might know that I worked with Maria Benitez in Santa Fe for a few years, and I had been involved with the flamenco scene in Santa Fe for a while. And so it has definitely paid off. We found a flamenco dancer who is actually from Chile, and she spends half of her time there. So she told us that she would be gone for 6 to 8 months, and whether we wanted to take over her apartment, which is in a really central location, and it was like pretty much ready to go. So we didn't hesitate too much, knowing what the market was, and so far things have worked out. We are kind of getting a lay of the land. We're getting set up because with the intention of getting a more permanent place in the spring when she comes back. So that's how we found our apartment. Really, it was just luck and posting things all over the place, all over Facebook, and just, joining different groups and things like that. I think this experience has really affirmed my beliefs in positive thinking, in telling the universe what you want in great detail and making it happen. I've been reading a lot of books about that lately with all this change and everything. And, I think about this stuff a lot. And I just recently read, the more specific you can be, if you want to make something happen, write it down, and write it down in detail, because the universe has a way of responding. And what's funny is, just like yesterday, I was going through, I was on Facebook, and it brought up a memory from 6 years ago, from when I was here, exactly 6 years ago, with the EF Tour training group for tour leaders. I wrote on Facebook, I said, I was in Madrid, and I said, I need to find a way to move to this wonderful city. So I literally posted that on my Facebook 6 years ago, since Sunday or something, Sunday 6 years ago. And I just thought, wow, literally everything that I've written down has just come to me. I mean, not easily, you have to put in the work, but I think that's just a huge testament to that truth, that if you know what you want, that if you have a specific goal, you put it out there, and the universe might just respond.